Welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be talking about the Romeeka Meeks black men situation in Chicago. There's some breaking news in this case because the person, Quadasia Holly Johnson, the person who committed the act against Romeeka, she has been charged with first degree murder. So the incident happened September 8th, a couple of months ago, and people were outraged because she was not charged as soon as the incident happened. So as of today, she has been charged. Today is December 3rd, 2025. So she has been charged with first degree murder. A lot of people have been talking about this story and, have had opinions on how it happened and why it happened and, why it had to go this way. Let's get into the information and the news about this breaking news.
Breaking news, it doesn't stop there. We just got this update on a fatal shooting that happened back in September in the South Loop. Quadasia Holly Johnson is now charged with first-degree murder in the death of Romeeka Blackman. Johnson and Blackman share children with the same man, and we do know that man was also at the scene when the shooting happened. Johnson was initially taken into custody, but then released shortly after the shooting. Johnson is set to appear in court tomorrow at 11 in the morning, and we will definitely bring you any updates as we get them on this story.
So she just said she was charged with first degree murder and she has court tomorrow. And a lot of people were saying, why is this happening? How did this woman do such a heinous act like this and then, basically get to go home? There was all sorts of talk about order protections and her having a license to carry. Basically there was a lot of back and forth in confusion and chaos, but during that people were still outraged, like, no, this makes no sense. Like, how is she not charged with this unaliving of this woman? Because it just seems as if she walked free right after that happened. So the woman was charged with attempted murder months after the unaliving of a mother on the South Loop. And I remember this story well because when I heard that, it was at a child's school, and I just felt like, really, this is just you know horrible. This is horrible that it happened, and this boy lost his mom this way. So Quadasia Holly Johnson is accused in the unaliving of Romeeka Blackman, prosecutors say. So there is a backstory to this. These two women share a uh, child's father in common. They have the same child's father. They both have sons with this individual, and he was also at the scene. He was at the scene when this happened, and that was another issue of, why could this not be stopped before, this was actually done? And people were wondering, what was this, a setup, or was it some sort of premeditation involved? So she was injured outside of the school. There was a lot of witnesses there also. So there's a lot of people who can speak on this incident. So this was a very sad story, and it continues. Basically, this is the update because people were defending uh, Holly as well as defending Romeeka. There was no type of, this was just a really confusing case because of everything that was involved from the beginning. But now, there seems to be some sort of justice and police involvement, because it seemed, because she has a license to carry, that she was going to be able to use that as for her reason for doing what she did. And just because you have a license to carry does not mean that you should use it whenever you feel like it. Now, I don't know the whole story, and these are the things that will probably come out as the case goes on. So let me know what you think in the comments, and how you feel about this. How do you feel about Holly Johnson being charged in this 2 months later? And what else do you think is going to happen as this case moves forward? So she is charged with first degree murder. Join the conversation, and let me know what you think about that. And I'll see you in the next video.